There's different octaves of reality. So the Christ grid is at a certain octave, which is the heart. And the frequency of the heart is the win win win, where we're all dreaming one dream, where I'm wishing for your highest good. I'm happy to see you happy. And we're all synchronized. This is when you're flowing in synchronicity and everything's going well for you, and you're easily meeting the people that you need to meet, and all the opportunities that you need are coming to you. This is a very specific frequency. This is the frequency of the heart. And in that frequency, there is no martyr program. So, more specifically, let me name this. I learned this from a girl named Amanda Flaker, like a long time ago. She's on YouTube. And she talks a lot about the aggressor victim savior paradigm. So to move into heaven on earth, we are going to have to take 100% responsibility for our reality. And that means like where we have been the victim or where we were the victim, we need to reconcile that and own that and forgive that and move on, because every single lineage has so much trauma because we are coming out of a dark age. So there's not going to be exact justice. There's not going to be exact reparations. The only way to make it through the eye of the needle is naked and with no baggage. We're not going to be able to take our baggage through the eye of the needle to heaven on earth. So your perpetrator is not going to apologize to you. Your dad is not going to apologize to you. The system is not going to apologize to you. America is not going to apologize to you. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But there is less of a 50% chance that whoever hurt you or your people, your lineage or women or men or whatever, there's less of a 50% chance that those people will apologize. So, I mean, as you're doing your own work of forgiveness, when you realize where you have hurt people, you can be that person who does apologize to clear your karma and to put down that baggage and to help someone else put down their baggage. But moving into the frequency of the heart, where we're all truly rooting for each other and we are abiding in the win-win-win, where synchronicities are flowing, everything you need is there, we're not going to be able to take our baggage with us. And there comes a point at a certain octave of reality. There could be a point where it's actually helpful to identify as a victim, where you are working through you're making sense of things, you're organizing things, you're processing your trauma. Then there will come a point where you need to be the hero of your own story, because no one is coming to save you. Right? We need to completely release the victim, aggressor, savior paradigm. No one is coming to save you. The way you save yourself is by... So the anger serves. So it's okay to go through your full healing process, cry, grieve, be angry, right? And the fire of anger creates an alchemical process that allows us to reestablish our boundaries. So anger happens when there has been a boundary violation. So coming out of this dark age that we're coming out of, all of our boundaries have been violated. We're literally constantly penetrated by frequencies and, programs coming at us from the media and like all kinds of targeted to try to make us hate ourselves and things like that. Okay. So the more that we understand the black magic that is happening, the less it works. And the more we can, instead of being like, oh no, I'm a victim, it's okay to go through that as a phase, but it's not going to get you, you're not going to be able to walk through those pearly gates, through the eye of the needle into heaven on earth, still carrying that. So use it to propel you forward, the fire of anger to reestablish your boundaries. But once you have your boundaries in place and you learn and you came through the fire, because the difference between trauma and initiation is that the trauma has been healed. Once you come through that fire, it's up to you. It's up to you to put down the baggage. It's up to you to rewrite to be the hero of your own story, to write your own story. Do you really want to be a victim your whole life? Do you really want your people to be a victim your whole life? No. You are triumphant. You are triumphant. You are the hero. You're the hero of your story. You're the hero of the whole story. Rewrite your story. Change the ending. When I do dream work with people, so our reality is becoming more malleable, and it's going to become more and more like a lucid dream. So when I do dream work with people, we're limited only by our imaginations. Okay. So say someone has a bad dream, right? Then, so first we go in and we get all the meanings of the dream. We learn, what does this mean? Why did this happen? What are the symbols? What is the dream trying to tell me? What is my psyche trying to tell me? Right? But then after we do that, we go in and we redream the dream. And you can rewrite the ending. But the hardest part is that we're limited by our own imagination. So you might say like, oh, you can write anything you want into that dream, anything you want. You don't have to just switch out black for white or win for lose. No. You can like rewrite the whole fantasy story. You can write whatever you want. So once you go through your healing process and use your grief to cleanse, the tears to cleanse, and the fire of anger to alchemize and reestablish your boundaries, you're no longer a victim. You're a hero. You are your own hero. You are your own hero. And we're going to have to heal the stories that we tell ourselves, because we don't want to be victims anymore. And in the frequency of the win-win-win, I'm rooting for all of you. I am rooting for all of you. And I am willing to help in a way that is aligned with my heart. Just like I know that when you are operating in the frequency of your heart, you're also rooting for me, and that you're also willing to help, and that we can share, and there's a certain level, but that only works at a certain octave of reality. Because like, if you're in prison, there's one set of rules. And if you're in the Amazon jungle, there's a different set of rules. And if you are like in a middle class neighborhood in America, there's a different set of rules. Like, if you're in a certain neighborhood, you lock your door. If you're in another certain neighborhood, you don't lock your door. But in the frequency of the heart, it's an actual frequency that exists. And I live there most of the time. And in this frequency, this is how I'm able to do all my work totally by donation. Because I am operating from the heart, truly channeling through the frequency of the win-win-win. And so the people who work with me genuinely want me to win too. And that's the only way that can work. It's reciprocity. It's like when you go to the creek and you say thank you to the creek, or it's energetic reciprocity. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're genuinely all wishing the best for each other and willing to share. This is an actual reality that exists. Have you experienced this? Let me know.